Film Kamal Kiti. Film Kamal Kiti. Okay, I probably offended like a lot of Hindi speakers right now, but I was trying to say this movie was awesome. That was totally Google translated, by the way. So if I said something completely different, please let me know. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. As always, if you are new to this channel, I make mostly reactions, but once in a while I do movie reviews. Subscribe to my channel if you want more updates on reactions. Today, I'm gonna talk about the movie Kabir Singh. I love this movie, Kabir Singh. Dude, I've been looking forward to watch this movie for a long time. Ever since this movie was even announced that it was being remade. Arjun Reddy is one of my favorite films. Kabir Singh, if you don't know, is a Hindi remake, a Bollywood Hindi remake of the 2017 Telugu film called Arjun Reddy. Kabir Singh is written and directed by the same person who directed Arjun Reddy, Sandeep Vanga. For those of you who don't know about the story of Arjun Reddy and Kabir Singh, so Shahid Kapoor plays Kabir Singh, and he is a successful surgeon, a medical surgeon, and basically this movie is about his life and how he goes on a downward spiral after the girl he loves is supposed to marry another man. With Kabir Singh, the two main characters are played by Shahid Kapoor and Kiara Advani. Arjun Reddy is played by the one and only Vijay Deverakonda, and might I just say, that movie was what made me a big fan of Vijay Deverakonda. He hasn't done a lot of films before he made Arjun Reddy. He was the new face of that film. I love it. I love his demeanor. I love that character. I love that how he plays this very flawed character, and Vijay Deverakonda is so great in that role that at first when I heard Shahid Kapoor was playing in the remake Kabir Singh, I was very skeptical because it's just one of those films where it's so good already, you cannot imagine it being remade. Once I put that feeling aside, that mindset aside, I gave Shahid Kapoor a chance because I've seen him in other films, and I gave him a chance, and once I saw the trailers, I was like, you know what, I'm convinced. Shahid Kapoor is going to do this character justice. And after I watched Kabir Singh, I am so happy to say that Shahid Kapoor was so great in this film. Although Kabir Singh is a shot-for-shot, dialogue-for-dialogue remake, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. As long as it kind of gives it a different flair to the characters and the film itself, which I think it did. Shahid Kapoor, he brings his own flavor to the character, you know? My goodness, he was one of the best parts of Kabir Singh, and just everything in this film, everything he's going through, the passion, the love, the anger, the downward spiral moments, it's so well done, and I have to congratulate Shahid Kapoor because he did a great job in this film. Let me just talk about the music in Kabir Singh. One of my favorite songs, and I am gonna listen to this song on repeat, is Bekiyali, and that is the breakup song for Arjun Reddy, Telisini Nuve, if I remember that correctly. I'm just trying to remember on top of my head. Holy moly, the music in this film is incredibly emotional, and it hits you in your core, you know? And music is such a big part in Indian films, and if they have the right music, it can make the film so powerful. And I loved every single song in Kabir Singh, and Bekiyali is one of my favorites. If I were to, you know what, I can't compare the two. But just one thing I want to say to you guys, the audience, is that if you haven't seen Arjun Reddy, watch Kabir Singh. Watch Kabir Singh and then watch Arjun Reddy. If you have seen Arjun Reddy, then watch Kabir Singh and try not to, compare. And you know what? I can't tell you not to compare because of the fact that they're both basically the same movie. Try not to pit. I feel like a lot of people are trying to just find so many differences. They're trying to find so many things, compare the two characters. They're two completely different characters, and I feel that Arjun Reddy and Kabir Singh can be a complete package, you know? I feel like Kabir Singh is a wonderful addition to this story, and like a brother to Arjun Reddy. It's a wonderful companion. Kiara Advani plays Kabir Singh's love interest, and she plays that character that just like, you know, that I wouldn't say submissive, but she plays that doting love interest, fawning over Kabir Singh kind of character really well, and for that material she plays it really well. All the supporting characters also did their job. Kabir Singh's best friend Shiva also did a really nice job. I also like his character. My only concern about this film is that it's really lengthy. A lot of people cannot sit through 3 hours of film. If it's a long movie, it has to be like a really good storyline, you know? For me, I like this movie, so I can sit through 3 hours. For a lot of people, time is a big thing. There are certain moments in this film where it does drag on a bit. I know what they're doing, but it does drag on a bit, and it can be cut short, making this film less than 3 hours. Of course, there are some people who dislike Kabir Singh, and not only that, dislike Arjun Reddy. A lot of people are saying that the film is misogynistic. I just want to have, you know, you guys discuss. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think this film in general is problematic? Do you think it's an issue? Part of me can understand where they're coming from, because this character is, let me just say this, he is what you call a monster. He's a horrible character that is very unlikable. He rapes women, he is very violent, and he is an alcoholic. So he is basically the worst character to be. In the movie Kabir Singh, Kabir slaps Preeti, and you know, it's things like that, especially during the Me Too movement. I can understand it because this movement is so huge. Once there's a horrible gesture towards a woman, it's the highlight, or people are going to be talking about it. Part of me understands where they're coming from. Another part of me is thinking it's not trying to romanticize, or it's not trying to glorify misogyny or misogynistic men. To me, nothing in this film is trying to glorify this character. It's just a character in a movie, and that just happens to be his character. He's a monster. Kabir Singh is a monster. Arjun Reddy is a monster. He is not likable. Because it's a love story, people are thinking that it's romanticizing this kind of behavior. Not everything is black and white in this society. Not everything is black and white in this world. This is a movie, and it's about a flawed character. This character, in general, is not someone you look up to. He's not a hero, and I think that's one of the problems. A lot of people think this character, Arjun Reddy or Kabir Singh, they are heroes of the film, and people look up to him. But he's a monster. That's the thing. I don't think people realize that, which is why I don't think this movie is necessarily romanticizing this kind of behavior or this kind of character. Even though Shahid Kapoor and Vijay Deverakonda, they're so good looking, so, you know, in this film, guys and girls are gonna fawn over that character. But I don't think anybody in their right mind who watches this movie, watches that character, would come out of that movie saying, oh my god, I want a person like that too. I want a person who slaps me. That, to me personally, is the reason why I don't think it's necessarily romanticizing that character. Of course, it is up to interpretation. Different people interpret the movie differently, so that's just my view on this. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think this is a toxic film? For me, I love this film. I would give it, out of 5 stars, you know what? I'll give it 4 alcohol bottles out of 5. Only because I really, really dig this story, and I really love the music. I love Shahid Kapoor in this character. this might be one of his best work. I've seen other films, especially Jab We Met. He really dove into this character, and it showed it was successful with new characters in a different language. It gives a fresh new perspective to the film. I like to see how different actors bring something new to the character and see how they would interpret that character. And Shahid Kapoor definitely brought something new to the table, and I'm so proud of him. Kabir Singh is definitely a blockbuster hit, definitely, for sure, and I love it. I will give it 4 alcohol bottles out of 5. Of course, a good film doesn't come without flaws. I understand the complaints. I respect everybody's opinions. You guys, what are your thoughts if you have seen Kabir Singh? What are your thoughts in this film? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Would you recommend this film for other people? What were your favorite moments? If you have any other recommendations for me, any other movie teasers, trailers, music, dance videos, educational videos, please let me know. Keep all the suggestions coming. And remember, as always, subscribe to my channel if you want more updates on reactions, and I'll see you guys later.